So let us look at that now. We are going to put in the breakdown details onto the station now. Okay, so double clicking the stations, you can go into the failures, and what we are going to do is we are going to put the availability for the stations at 90%. Okay, so now I'm going to add a new thing here, and here if you could look at in the plant simulation software, we are going to have the default option available here of availability. Okay, and this is really great. You can just change it here that 90% is my availability for my station, and that is basically going to automatically create an interval and duration for us, right? And that is a great stuff I really love. You just need to put a 90% here for availability of a station, and the rest of the values are getting updated for the detailed stuff, right? So mean time to repair is here already taken, and then we are going to change that to 5 seconds. Okay, so let me make this as 5 seconds of mean time to repair and 90% availability of that. Okay, so let me make this okay, right? So now when I look into what we need to do is we need to apply this to all of the stations, right? So what we're going to do is when you double click on the station properties out here into the toolbox, and when you come in here and you create a failure stuffs here, basically, I'm just changing this here. Yes, 90% availability stuff. So now if you could look at the failures are applied to all of my stations. So here's a great takeaway, guys. What you learned. So if you go in the station properties, and apply the failures to this, right? Then you're going to apply it for a particular station only. But if you want to change the properties for all the stations at the same time, double click onto the station which is available in material flow in toolbox. Okay, when you double click here, if you create some changes here or put in the values in here, it is going to get copy pasted to all the stations available. So we have changed 90% availability to all stations with mean time to repair as 5 seconds, right? And now let us reset this, fast forward the simulation, and check what is the, what I can say, what are my results, right? So now what we're going to do is we are going to check in the results for the graphs. Okay, so now if you could look at what is going to happen here is that the graph initially was fully green, right? Now it has got changed, and what it has got changed is failures we have, right? And then we have waiting also, and the stuffs like that. So what is happening is because of the failures onto the my station 2, my station 1 and stations are getting blocked, which is visualized in yellow color, right? And when my station first goes under what I can say failure, my station 2 and station 3 are waiting for the parts, and that is visualized here. So the graphs are looking quite great in these, and now initially those were ideal, and now these are some more real case scenarios we have made, right? Now let us reset this and put in the more objects into the simulation now. So what is going to be done? We need to debottleneck this system, right? We want to make these graphs of these stations working, but due to their failures, they are not being able to be utilized 100%, right? So what we need to do is we need to have a buffer between these stations so that we can highly utilize our stations. Okay, so what we are going to do now is we are going to put into the buffer, right? So if you see, the throughput has now been decreased to to 6,590 parts, right? And that is a big problem now. So what we're going to do is, let us put the buffer into the system, which is going to help us increase our throughput most probably, right? So now let us use the buffer into our systems, which is going to be in between of our stations, right? So now we're going to bring these buffer into the systems with control here and here, right? So I'm just going to delete the connections between those, right? Yes. So I have deleted the connections, and now let us make the connection. So just like we did, control is what we are going to use while making the perfect. Now what we're going to do is, we have connected the buffers into the systems now, right? And meanwhile we also need the charts to analyze the buffers into the system, right? So now what we are going to do is, let us understand the occupancy of the buffer. So here we have the occupancy of the buffer graph, right? So we are now going to analyze the occupancy and the resource utilization from the small 3D simulation model, right? So we have a throughput of 6590 initially. This is our utilization for the stations and occupancies. Now the buffer is nothing but a system which is used to unload the parts from this station and which would be loaded onto the station. Currently those were directly loaded onto the stations, which would have a greater impact on our flow. So having buffers into the systems helps us to absorb the shocks into the system. So let us reset and run the simulation now. And if you could look at, the throughput is now increased to 7,687 with the utilization. You can see how is this happening. So now what has been observed is that putting the buffers into the system is going to be a great stuff for us. But now what we need to do is, the buffer capacity is 8, right? Let us make this buffer capacity to 100, and then we are going to look into that, how the things are going to get changed. Okay, so let us reset this and run this, and now by making the buffer as 100, we are at 7725. Okay, so what you're going to see here is that the statistics for the buffer stating that what is the maximum buffer of mine and for what portion of time, right? So now if you see that we have the buffers, which you could see the highest occupancy of the buffer is almost 25, and stuff like that. So now let us reduce the buffer to 15 and check what is going to be the impact on the system. Okay, so now we are going to just reset the simulation model 725. Let us make this as 15 here. Okay, and let us reset this and run this, and you see we are still at the almost same throughput, with reduced buffer capacity. Okay, so what we have been observed from this is that the buffer capacity, if you use as 15 between the stations, you're going to get 7714 as your total throughput, with the utilization of stations at 90% availability. So this is our simulation model, first simulation model, 3D simulation model in plant simulation software, Tecnomatix Plant Sim. Let us know how was this video for you. And did you like it? Hit a like button. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and do comment us your queries in the comment section. Or even if you like the video, please do comment something in the comment section. That will really motivate us. So that is all for today in this simulation tutorial, creating a first 3D simulation model with detailed analysis from the ideal case to the real case using plant simulation software. So that's all for today. Let us meet in another interesting video on LeanSimCorp channel. Bye-bye.
So welcome to our website beawarechannel.com, and you can see that we have a lot of educational content just for you. So the specialized content we have is discrete event simulation support, then we provide you industrial engineering training, then we have lectures for you, and then we have blogs which are literally going to groom your skill sets and your knowledge. Then we have a very important aspect of our life, that is health awareness related stuffs on your Beaware channel. Okay, so here is our booking online appointment tab. So in the home you will get the tab where you can book online appointments for if you want the Flexsim simulation training, you can book it here. If you want the support related to simulation projects, that might be industrial simulation projects, then you can book and take an appointment from here. We will be discussing on that into this. Then if you want a support related to creation of 3ds model files which you can import in your simulation for better visualization, we have that in here. You can book the appointments from here. If there are any simulation project support for engineering students for their educational purpose, for their educational projects, if they need support on, then we are there to support you. You can book your appointment from here, and we can have a thorough detailed discussions, and then we can take ahead the plan of how it has to be done. Then if you want the customized simulation model for your industry simulation projects, for your engineering projects, we can provide you customized simulation modules. So to know this in detail, book appointments now. There are very limited slots available, and it's the fastest thing you need to do is book online appointments. Then if you could look at, we are India's first and only simulation channel. We have our YouTube channel available. We have a dedicated playlist for simulation tutorials, modeling tutorials. We have a playlist for industrial engineering related stuffs. You can visit our YouTube channel from this, and do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to know about us, it is available here. Here we have our scheduled events. These are the upcoming events across our Beaware channel. So it might be our YouTube channels, it might be our websites, it might be blogs. So you will get a detailed info at the scheduled events, and you can check our services here for detailed and more informative thing. So I've taken you through our home page. So we have a dedicated simulation page here. You can explore here. If you want any support in, you can reach out to us from this, or you can book the appointments directly, because if you're going to reach out to us from here, we are guiding you to book the appointments indirectly. So you can directly reach out to us by booking an online appointment. Then we have the training classes here. If you want to opt for a training classes based on subscription, we also have option for that. You can visit and purchase that. Then we have the modules, in specific modules which you can buy, and those modules you can use in your industrial projects or your engineering projects. Then we have engineering tab where we bring in the content related to industrial engineering, synchronization of different technologies, and the sync between simulation and industrial engineering. So there's a lot to explore in this industrial engineering domain. Then we have also brought you personality development tab, where we bring the content which can groom your personality, help you develop, upgrade your skill sets in a journey of job and career upgradements. So we bring a lot of exciting topics onto this. These videos will be released on our website first, and after 2 weeks of time, these videos will be released on a YouTube channel. So it's better you visit our website daily to get recent updates. Then we have personal finance tab, where we support you for managing your finances, so that you're building a wealth with a strong financial background. So the foundation needs to be strong for financials. So this is a tab where you can explore our content, where we share our views, we share in tips which can help you manage your finances. These all things you will be getting in engineering. We have the best to the class blogs available, ranging from simulation technology, then different types of technologies, industrial engineering, finance, personality development. all these stuffs you will be getting in a form of blogs in here. So we upload blogs daily. Visit our website behaviorchannel.com to get maximum out of it. And then we have health awareness tab where you could look into. We are going to have a lot of exciting stuffs related to health. We are still working on this, guys. We need your support. Give us a like, share and subscribe, because we are going to bring a lot of exciting stuffs which you will not get anywhere available to top-notch quality. So here you see we are bringing in health related blogs which are dedicated so that you live a healthy, stronger and happy life. We have organ related tips here, ankylosing spondylitis support we provide in, and you can contact us in here. So this is overall high level journey for our behaviorchannel.com for services like simulation, engineering, personal finance, personality development, blogs, health awareness and many more. It's like having multiple things under one umbrella. So what are you waiting for? Do not forget to visit our behaviorchannel.com website daily so you groom yourselves, upgrade yourselves and stay updated. So thanks for this, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website behaviorchannel.com. So see you in the next video.